What's up, my friends? You're looking at D'Angelo Russell over 9 rebounds and assists, and this isn't even my best pick of the show. I'm hiding it. I'm burying it in the middle of this episode. And my official pick, I had posted in Discord, and going to be for here, over 2.5 rebounds. He's actually had 3+ rebounds this season in 80% of his games alongside of Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Now, this play right here is more of a pivot off of that official play because PrizePicks isn't offering it, but it is there on Chalkboard. You can get over 2.5 rebounds. Use promo code Donuts. You can get it on Sleeper before it moves. Take it now, over 2.5 rebounds. Now, for the pivot play on PrizePicks, I love it. I think it's fantastic. And by the way, if you've been watching this video, you might like it too because of this. That's right, this monster heater. Yesterday's 4 picks on the video. 4-0, baby. It's the second full sweep in 3 days. I'm on a 12-1 recent run. I'm on a 25-4 extended run. An unbelievable run here on YouTube. I even posted this. I've just been feeling so good. I was like, screw it. Let's have some fun. $10 to 5 people if this sweeps. And there we go. A full sweep, baby. So you can see these people are eligible. You can go try to get to it quickly today if you like. Just go to @DFS and Donuts on Twitter and retweet it and all that good stuff, and you'll have a chance to enter it. But I basically told everybody the most engagement people on my Twitter, supporting my Twitter stuff, will get those $10 payouts. Also, massive congrats to anybody that tailed PrizePicks Sniper inside our Discord. He posted this 25x. This was easy money. Very nice to see. And you know what I loved about what he did? His post inside Discord was as simple as it gets. He took a screenshot of the morning value on the optimizer. Literally was like, this is a play. These are all plays. They're all live on PrizePicks. And I'm going to use the optimizer today, so don't worry. You'll see it. And he posted this. He said, literally, every single one of these is in play. And then made his betting picks and then posted his PrizePicks slip. And there it was. In all 6 of these plays, my friends, right on this list of the best plays of the morning per the math. So if you're sticking around, you're like, what's this optimizer? I'm going to show you. So just stick around. Now here's that D-Lo play I was talking about. This assist prop is at 6.5 with juice to the other, including Pinnacle at -149 to the under. It's available on Underdog, so you can kind of hedge your investment a wee little bit today by grabbing that there if you want it. And then you could take the rebounds and assists 9+ on PrizePicks, or simply go and find the rebounds prop and slam the over where it is. I'm going to type in Russell. We're going to go look at D'Angelo Russell markets so we can try to find that for you. And you can see, oh man, the line has moved way too much. The 2.5 rebound prop scrubbed off the DFS app, still there in the books, heavily juiced to the over. This becomes a parlay piece. So yeah, I'm going to do this on the fly for you. I got a parlay for you in addition to another PrizePicks play coming right after this segment here. But do me a favor, mysparty.com, full free optimizer, totally free. So that 25x you saw PrizePicks Sniper build, you can build it on your own every day. So off the cuff, let's do it. I open this up on the side, and here's the Parlay Picks article I wrote yesterday, mysparty.com. By the way, I've been posting these free articles. I make them as clean and easy to use as possible, and I put down a parlay for everybody to play if they want it. Well, yesterday, De'Ron Fox, over 1.5 rebounds, first half cash. CJ McCollum, over 3.5 assists, I believe cashed out early third quarter. And then here's tonight. You can take Devin Booker, alt line, over 2.5 boards. D'Angelo Russell, alt line, over 1.5 boards. It's going to be about a -300. Add that. By the way, I had Fliff picks last night as well. Fliff parlay picks. So this, hey, listen, I know there's a lot of Fliffer nutters out there. If you want to read these articles, they're totally free. Let's move on. I've got another pick for you. This is going to be an uncomfortable pick. You're going to see a lot of green here in the game logs. You guys love looking at these. You're like, oh my goodness, Mitch, he's had 13.5 boards in the last 5 games. He's hit the over in 4 or 5. Oh my, I can't take it. I can, and I'm all over it. I love this play. Now here's the deal. I'm going to be 100% honest. This play is much better on sportsbooks. This play on PrizePicks and DFS apps, not the best play because the juice is actually on the over. So that makes it a better play right here on PrizePicks to take the over. But I'm telling you, my data and my research is telling me slam the under. So I'm going to type in Davis. There we go, because I just want to look at his rebounds and check it out. Let's just go look at his rebounds market. And there we have it. And you can see, I told you, 12.5 boards for Anthony Davis across all of the DFS apps. And then the juice to the over. However, what I've been watching this morning is these odds coming down, like getting shredded to pieces, honestly. Like FanDuel was like minus 130 this morning. That's dropped 15 cents over the last 90 minutes. And look at the unders. So while that's been happening, you're starting to get better and better odds, even on Pinnacle, all the way down to DK at plus 100. Now, let me talk about the data because this is actually kind of nuts. And I posted this in Discord this morning. He's 0-2 versus Nurkic this season. Anthony Davis, he's 0-2 against Nurkic. And guess what? Against the Suns and Yusuf Nurkic starting at center, 19 of the starting centers, 19 out of 20 have hit the under on their rebound prop. That's crazy. Now, there's been 9 centers with double-digit props, just like Anthony Davis at 12.5. Out of those 9 centers with double-digit props, none of them hit the over, and only 2 of them finished with double-digit rebounds. I freaking love this play. At plus 100, I think it's an absolute steal. On the DFS apps, you got to be a little careful, right? But, I mean, the values on the sports books, but not everybody has access, unfortunately. But if you do have access to Flip, I believe it's 40-plus states. I think that's a fantastic underplay at minus 110. Heck, if you want to get a little crazy, you can go ahead and parlay that with the D-Lo over 2.5 boards, and you'll probably have yourself a very healthy, like, plus 180 or so. So that's not a terrible idea. All right, so I showed you PrizePicks Snipers 25X he posted in Discord and how simple it was. Let's do some line shopping. This seems to be one of the most favorite parts of all my YouTube shows, which, by the way, thank you so much for what you have all done to this channel over the last week. My shows went from being like 1,200 to 1,600 views to 3,000 to 4,000 views over the past week. So thank you so much. Maybe it's because of myspray.com and all the free stuff, you know, free optimizer, free parlay builder, free articles, free. mysparty.com. And you can use this optimizer to make 25Xs, just like you saw PrizePicks Sniper post that photo, the most simple bet ever. He literally was just like, here you go, guys. Here are the top plays of the morning. Again, he posted it just like this. I was like, hey, here you go. Here's the top plays. So I'm going to show you the same thing today, and you can do what you want with it, and it'll hopefully at least show you how to do it. So you can select your site. Maybe you're selecting Sleeper for the morning, and you're like, that's all I care about. I only play on Sleeper, Mitch. It's the only thing I have. Well, then there you go. And I talked about a few of these already. You're going to see them pop up. You got some early lines for the Wednesday games, large slate. Remember, today's only 2-game slate, so your options, if you're just trying to keep them to tonight's game, which I've tried to do for today's video, they're going to be limited. You're not going to see a ton of plays here. So just be mindful of that. There's just not a ton of options. Now, if you want to do just PrizePicks only, again, it's going to be very similar. Not as many plays, but there are a few that will be there. And then all the best ones are going to start bumping. They're going to move quickly. So yesterday, Devin Booker over 4.5 was popular, juiced up. Julius Randle, I posted in Discord over 4.5 assists. Well, guess what? We got that at minus 120. Look at the lines now. I told you it was a good play yesterday on the video. Yesterday morning, I talked about Julius Randle being an official play. So we got an extra one right there. Don't forget it. I think that's a fantastic one, and I loved it, but it's unfortunately moved. Remember, the D-Lo play, under 6.5 assists. If you think he's going to hit the over today, the play is truly to take the over 6.5 on sports books, and you'll get plus odds on that one. Now, Cameron Johnson, that's a tomorrow play, under 5.5 boards, 58.21% implied probability that he hits the under on this rebound prop. And again, that's just taking the odds for Fliff, the odds for DK, the odds for Caesars, and the odds for Pinnacle. It adds them together, does this little nerdy math equation, and says, hey, the sports books, basically at their odds, are implying that there's a 58.21% probability that he goes under 5.5. Now, on sports books, you don't really want to take juice like that too often. On DFS apps, that's where you take juice like that because the odds are not really a part of the payout equation. It's just a fixed payout. 2 players being parlayed together is going to be a 3x payout. It doesn't matter if you pick 2 guys who are plus 110 and a minus 105, or 2 players who are a minus 139 and a minus 138, right? You can pair those 2 together, which on sports books might be like, I don't know, plus 130 versus the other plays where you had a plus 110 and a minus 105 parlayed together, and that's like a plus 200. So you want to put yourself in a good position. Make a slip with 6 picks or 5 picks that look like this, where you have 5 or 6 plays that are minus 139, minus 138, minus 136, minus 136, minus 134, and you parlay those together. By the way, I just did this for you. 8 out of the 10 picks cashed out yesterday on that initial view. You just screenshot it and you posted it in Discord for a W. And again, I just want to make sure you guys have this opportunity to do the same thing today. There's not a ton of value. Again, 2-game slate, very tough. Now, if you want to jump ahead and start looking at tomorrow, you can grab some early line value, like Paolo Banchero over 6.5 boards. You see juice on 5 different books. You could take the straight pick on DK minus 130 to the over for Paolo if you want. Lines like this will not be there tomorrow. They will be bumped. I'm just telling you now, they're going to get bumped. These are the same plays that you see for today that have all bumped. But the tomorrow plays, they don't have enough money slamming the direction yet. So they're still available, but they're going to get moved. They always do. Whenever you have implied probabilities this high, they're moving. Now I'm going to click the select pick'em site so I can see all the books. This view is really solid for me to identify value in lines that are moving, have moved, or will move. You simply just start scrolling until you start seeing these half numbers, and then you can start comparing what they are in all the books. Now, I'm not a fan of using plays like this because there's just not enough markets for me to compare. I mean, it's like shopping for a new pair of Nikes and then you're only using Amazon. You're only going to find so many good prices. You might want to go to Nike.com. You might want to check out, some of these other sneaker sites and compare prices. Well, that's the same thing you're doing here. Honestly, you're just looking for as many different places you can to compare. So D-Low, underdog, great play based on the math, okay? That's under 6.5. You want to take it on sportsbooks for value, you go over 6.5. Over 6.5 assists. Cameron Johnson tomorrow. Again, a fine option. Looks like across the boards per the math. Over 1.5 threes tonight for Emmanuel Quickly on underdog and sleeper is in play per the math. This is not data-driven analysis. As you saw the PrizePicks Sniper play, it's not data-driven. It's math-driven, purely making decisions based on that math. Bismack Biyombo, over 6.5 rebounds right here in play per the math on Underdog Fantasy. By the way, Underdog Fantasy just gifting us value plays left and right. Look at all these underdog plays. So if you're right now sitting there at home, at work, hiding in the office, on the bathroom, on your phone, pretending you got IBS so you can gamble, I totally get it. Been there before because I'm a degenerate just like you. You guys can use this optimizer at mysparry.com. Get the free betting picks articles. Get the free parlay article I'm going to post. Get the free optimizer you're watching right now and put together your own slips. There is so much value on Underdog this morning. I'm not going to put one together. I've got to edit and publish this video before everything I've talked about is irrelevant. So get on there and start looking into some of these plays because, golly, there's some good ones on Underdog. There are so many on Underdog. My goal is to try to get as many plays as I can as close to the implied probability of 58%. If I can keep it as close to that or above that, I feel extremely good about my plays. So get in there, start line shopping, my friends, and I think you guys will be in a good spot to make money. Again, it's going to identify plays that will bump soon, like this one, Jalen Duren, under 11.5 boards. You can see Underdog has already bumped it down. PrizePicks and parlay play sitting there at 11.5. You see the odds just juicing the other. And then look at this. You want to grab value before it's gone? Look at the optimizer is going to show you a play like this. Juiced, Pinnacle, minus 140, and then FanDuel, just leaving it hanging there at minus 118. And then you can go research it and be like, actually, I don't like that play. Give me the over 11.5. Well, then you could get this at likely at plus odds on some of these sites that are like super juiced. Now, I did my best to squeeze out as much value as I could on a 2-game NBA slate. No NFL action. 4-0 last night, 12-1 run, 25-4 extended run. And man, 25x in cord. Betting picks, full sweep NBA, 4-0 last night inside the premium. Feeling good, riding high, and deep pockets, baby. Hopefully I'm going to line your pockets again today. Hit the like button for me. Go to mysparry.com. Get all the free picks, free articles, free optimizer, parlay builder. And honestly, I got a couple articles coming out today, so bookmark the page, mysparry.com. check back, and you guys are going to get yourself paid. All right. We got a lot of money to make. 2-game slate. I don't care. We have limited options. There's always an edge. And when there isn't one, we create it. All right. Let's go.